We are live.
It's Raven, your GS.
Joe, 1/3 of the cyber nerds.
We are live. Do you know what? What's up? We still have a new sofa. It's mad.
Comfortable.
It is comfortable, guys.
Not getting stabbed.
It's comfortable. Anyway, guys.
Oh, but wait.
What?
No alarm.
No alarm?
Yeah, everybody in the comment section be saying for us to fix the alarm because the sound was going off. They were telling us to get batteries for the alarm because it was going off.
What alarm was going off?
The alarm beep. It was beeping the other day when we did the trailer reaction.
For Infinity War?
Yeah.
We were so gassed. What alarm though?
The alarm for the like
The fire
alarm.
Oh, guys, thanks. Health and safety is very important. Health and safety is very important. Did you get batteries for it?
Well, you can't hear it now.
Alright, what? Didn't hear it then? Alright, cool. Well, guys, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
Hello, Raven, your GS.
And this is a episode of Sith Temple. And today, it's not really a special episode. I felt like I wanted to say it's a special.
But it's always special.
Yeah, it's a special episode, man. It's a special episode because I said it is. We're talking about the story mode for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, we're only talking about the story mode. Story mode only. Now, guys, let me know. There's going to be spoilers. So if you're going to play the game or you haven't played the game, then put this on watch later.
Indeed.
And play the game and then come back and watch it. Or if you don't care, watch it right now and play the game and still have loads of fun. So, alright.
So,
first of all, I'm going to start with positives, yeah?
go on.
I'm going to butcher her name. Do you know her name?
Eden Verso.
Iden Versio. Okay.
People say different. Eden,
Okay, Eden. Well, she's amazing.
Yeah. She's been amazing.
Gina, her real name is Gina I don't want to butcher that, so we're going to call her Iden.
Yeah.
But she's amazing. Like, I don't want to say I'm in love with her because I'm in love with Vanessa Marshall.
Don't do that to Vanessa, yo.
I don't want to say I'm in love with her because I'm in love with Vanessa Marshall. But I have a very special place in my heart.
Oh, my days is Vanessa Marshall.
No, I'm not. I just have a special place in my heart for ID and Versio. Yeah, she's so gangster.
Oh yeah, the whole family is gangster.
Yeah, like so. Oh, we're talking about positives. Positives, like as a mate, like she, I think, is my biggest positive of the whole game. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's badass, she's a great pilot. She makes legit moral decisions. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I like her as a character. Now, the thing is, I still haven't read or listened to the audiobook of Inferno Squadron, which after playing this game, I want to even more because I want to know more about her from before the events of the game.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because maybe if I listen to that or read it, it will change how I feel about certain things that happened in the game.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna comment on that because I don't want to spoil it for you. And that's kind of crazy because then there's a lot of things I want to say, but that's cool. I won't spoil it for you.
Positives, go on.
Positives.
I've got another one.
My positives was flying, flying around like the missions. That was the biggest thing for me in this game. You know what? Just playing like. Firstly, just putting me playing this game, I was like a little kid. If you guys ain't seen it, head over to Twitch. That's where I do my streams. Joe takes over YouTube, I take over Twitch. And you can see me playing the story mode. Just being submerged in there and going around was great for me. But then my biggest thing was flying, being out in space. Flying around the debris, oh my goodness. The way you can maneuver now in the game, so much better. Oh my days. It did take me a while to get used to because obviously it's like you're learning all over again.
Yeah.
But you get used to it so quickly.
Because
it's like you're flying properly, not just, it makes sense. It's like naturally. So
shout out to Criterion on the game mechanics.
Oh my goodness, the scenes are breathtaking.
Can I jump on? Yeah, I want to jump on this immersion thing with you. Like, obviously from the first game, we already knew like they know how to make it look and sound like Star Wars. But like now that you've got a campaign, it's crazy because there was literally 5 minutes where I was playing as the main character and I stopped in like the Imperial. In like the first mission, and just looked around and just like I found a poster, like I found like a wanted poster of my character of ID Versio, and I just stared at it for like 5 minutes, like this is mad. Like I'm actually in a Star Wars world where I can control my character and do whatever I want right now. Like that is super sick. Like, and we need more story modes from Star Wars games. We need more like single player games where we can just be in the Star Wars and do whatever we want.
And let me jump on that. If there's something that we can, or you guys can still do it, if you're listening, because I know you guys got our office over here bugged, you can still throw in another story mode, like as a bundle or something.
No. So they're already there's more of the story mode coming.
There's more of the story mode coming. I didn't even know that.
There's more of the story mode coming.
Because it's just great being in that playfield and in that mode, you know, and that's one of the biggest plus you guys brought over to Battlefront 2. Was that
the thing with the story mode is I think it's December 13th. You know when Finn drops, Finn and Captain Phasma get added to the multiplayer.
Okay.
And I think they're gonna have the second part of the story mode.
Alright. Cool.
Something like that. Alright, cool. Do you have any more positives?
Unfortunately not. I mean, no. Like my positives is just me being a fan, just me playing the game, just me getting the story mode, going around. Obviously me reading the book. You know, obviously it adds more to it because it kind of finishes off. I'm pretty much at the end of the book, so it's like, yeah, you know, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to play this, happy to go around, and that's pretty much it.
All right, now we're gonna go.
And I like it a lot.
We're gonna go negatives.
We're gonna go negatives.
In fact, you know what? Yeah, before we go positives, I've got other positives. I like that you get to play as Luke. You get to see what Luke's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? After Return of the Jedi, I like that, you know, you have this interaction with, you have a mission where you're Lando. Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff, I felt like, I don't feel like I needed it for the story mode, but I appreciated that they put it in because I know they'd think someone would want to do this. Do you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it for those purposes. My negatives now.
So we're going negatives. That's actually my negatives.
Okay.
I did not want to be any of those guys. I was actually quite surprised when I jumped into it, and I was like, I'm Luke? And I was like, I don't want to be Luke. Like, and maybe because it's me, because I've been so immersed with the book, and the book is so good. Like, it's the best Star Wars book I've read today, I kid you not. So at that point I'm like, why do I want to be Luke? Why do I be Lando? Like I don't care. Like, I'm supposed, like, think about it. There's one of those, the biggest hype for us when we got this game and we first got introduced to the Inferno Squad is that we get to be the bad guys.
Yep.
So why on earth you sell me that and then you want to give me Luke? You want to give me Lando? Like, I'm not interested.
I feel the same way as you when it comes to, like I said, I didn't want it, but I just appreciate they put it in for who, because I know someone wanted it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it for them. But me personally, I didn't care for it. Now, you've already kind of touched on, I don't want to go to where you touched on yet. One of the things, besides being a hardcore Star Wars fan, yeah, that you guys already know is, I like to play video games. Now my two favorite kinds of video games: first-person shooters, third-person action games. Now, Star Wars Battlefront is the combination of both of these things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have the option to play first-person and third-person. But what I think is that this game fails, like story mode. In story mode, playing in third-person to me is terrible. Playing in first-person to me is better than playing as third-person, but it's also terrible. Like, I think the basic game mechanics in the game are terrible. Like, you can't like hide behind stuff. Like, you're a super secret special agent and you can't crouch behind a table and peek out and shoot. That to me, look, in 2017, that's got to be in your game. Like in your first person, third person shoot game, that's got to be in there. Stuff like that.
You know what's crazy?
Throwing grenades.
Yeah.
Garbage.
It's mad.
The game mechanics of the game are terrible. Terrible.
Let me
Go ahead, jump in
on that. You know, you kind of spoiled that for me, yeah, because obviously me and my excitement.
Yeah.
I did notice because I remember I was telling you like you can't roll, you can't do certain things that you be doing in the multiplayer. But then when I was doing it, I was like, because you said it to me, I was like, oh. And you got to take in this consideration. Gamers, we play different. We have different approaches. So now, because Joe said something to me, I'm like,
I want to roll.
Like, no, I was already aware because this is one of my biggest thing in this game. Mm-hmm. One of my biggest positive online is that rolling. Mm-hmm. You know, like me not being as a bigger gamer like yourself and Sam. That's one of the things that keeps me alive. Actually, mm-hmm. You know, like I actually got that under control. Like to the point where I'm like, yo, I'm not getting kills. Like, I'm ducking guys rolling. So I'm doing that again. Like, yo, I can't roll. Like that's the first thing I wanted to roll. I couldn't roll. And then, but now there's other stuff that you mentioned to me. I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. Like, and you was right, but I wasn't aware of it.
The thing, see, and that annoys me because that's how they're gonna get by. Because they know a whole bunch of people who are not hardcore gamers are gonna buy this game, and this story mode will satisfy them.
Right.
It doesn't satisfy people who play these kind of games consistently.
Right.
And that's the worst thing is like you're selling me on Inferno Squadron, a squadron I've never heard of until this game and stuff around this game. You're selling me on them, but now like realistically I'm just a character who like I've never played a game where in the multiplayer you have more abilities than in the single player. It's crazy. Like and I really don't like it. Like it really pisses me off. Like I've played the story mode and I'm just like I can really I can send my droid out to go and shock someone. It gets boring after the first four times you do it.
First you're excited and you're like, okay, like, just go and do it. Like, and sometimes you even forget to use it.
The takedowns, like there's one takedown,
right? Like
the melee, like game mechanic. Look, I don't want to go on it because I could just do 40 minutes on talking trash about it. But the game mechanics for the game are terrible, and I don't really like it at all.
One thing you just spoke about, which was the characters, which goes back to what you were saying when they gave us Luke and Lando. Bro, why couldn't you give me those two other characters? This is the Inferno Squad. Why did I not get to play with the Inferno Squad people?
Yeah.
You know, especially, and they also, one of the things they also did was they combined, because obviously, let's be real, like, at the end of the day, it's almost like a package.
Yeah.
The book and the game, right? So the majority of people that know about the game know about the book. The majority of people that know about the book know about the game. Okay. So even if they might not get both, so why did you shortchange me? Why did I not get to play with any of those characters?
One of the things is you could have and the thing what annoys me more is because there's games out there that have been out there for 5-10 years, like old games that like even Ghost Recon 2 is a game where you're one character and you control your squad. Like you can be like, oh, you guys go over here and do this. You guys go like, even if they had that only in the first mission. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's so good.
Yeah, it'd be so good.
It's a different approach. We can have different approaches into the game. Like it's like
EA had the opportunity to just like to really make a really good story mode, and I feel like all they did was just like they did the bare minimum, which like I don't like as a Star Wars fan and as a gamer. I don't like. I feel like they're just trying to appease people, but I want to get past that. Now, one of the things that really affects me on this game, this is my biggest thing I don't like. Everything you see and hear about this game is play as an Imperial, do this, you're a bad guy. Understand why the bad guys are the bad guys. Understand why they are with the Imperial army. After the third mission, I have a change of heart and now I'm a rebel.
This is my biggest disappointment. Like when I'm playing this game, right? And if you was watching me, it was like, I'm confused. I am confused. I'm, especially knowing what I know, I am so confused, and I'm like, I was like, my excitement went from here to non-existent. Now I'm just playing to finish the game off.
And that's exactly how I felt like, because like as soon as like first of all the switch in the game happens,
it's mad.
Oh, I've been an Imperial my whole life, but oh no, I've seen this one bad thing.
And I've been reading the book.
This one bad thing's happening now, and I'm like, you've seen bad things, and you justify them. Like, I've not read the book, but I know that this character's seen bad things before and justify them because for the greater good of the Empire.
Right.
But
and we're in war.
Yeah, but in this scenario, she doesn't make that decision, and I'm not blaming her. Idean, because obviously, like, she's just at the mercy of whoever's writing the story.
Right.
But it's just doesn't make sense. No. Like, don't make your whole marketing campaign of being Imperial, and then 3 missions in. Yeah, I want to be a rebel. Do you know what you should do? Give us the decision. Do you want to stay as an Imperial? Do you want to turn to the rebellion? Everyone would be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you've got to do more work, but yes, you'd have satisfied fans. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but maybe, in fact, maybe they can't do that because it's canon. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's a canon story, you can't have options. But at the same time,
it's a game. It's not going to affect anything else out there. Right? It's just one part of what's happened.
I just didn't like I'm playing as a rebel.
Absolutely hate
I'm
it.
Princess Leia's secret bodyguard. Like, fam.
Like, yo, what? All of a sudden you want to go in after your dad and everything, and then the whole encounter with the dad was just it's like it's forced. Like, he literally felt, I don't know, and I don't know who agreed with this, right? But I don't know how was the process, if you just get, the story and then you kind of make your own thing. But yo, I don't know, is it just EA that makes the decision?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't think it's EA who makes the decision. Obviously, I think that Disney are going to be like, this is your story, do this. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, I think because this has happened all with EA and so much bad stuff is already going, like, maybe they do have input. Like, I don't know. Guys, if you know, jump in the comment section below and let us know who wrote the actual story for Battlefront 2, the game.
But there is the thing, and this is where you have to be really, really considerate of us, because Star Wars is the biggest thing on earth. Like, literally, like, when it comes to entertainment. So stuff like that, you cannot mess it up. Like, literally, my level, my energy just was, Alderaan, like, just gone, bruv. Like, it's serious, I
have an Alderaan reference.
Yo,
mad.
Dude, like, it was really, really bad, and it sucked.
The thing is, like, I'd be less disappointed by it if they didn't make such a big deal about it. Like, I think back to Star Wars Celebrations, where she marches up, like, we watched it, remember?
Yep.
She marched up onto stage, she's in an Imperial outfit, she's got Imperial guards next to her. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you really hyped us up for this, and then you just snatched it away, and it's like, do you think I'm gonna want to buy your next game knowing that your marketing can be so deceptive?
Yeah,
like, why'd you do this to me? Anyway,
it's actually quite disappointing.
Yeah.
To be honest,
so let's move on from that. So what do you think? Okay, big theories, spoilers.
Big theories. You know what?
The big theory about
you said, I can't remember. You told me something that when I would get to a certain point, I'll be like, man, bro.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, that.
I was talking about the Switch.
Oh, bro, the Switch, bro. I locked off.
That's what I'm saying.
I locked off.
So a week ago, I said to Raven, at one point in the story mode, you're gonna call me. He never called me, but I'm glad he explained the reaction he had, because that's what I was talking about. When you go from Imperial to Rebel, that's when I thought you'd get pissed off and call me.
I thought it was like a something that would affect.
No, it wasn't
what's gonna come.
No, it wasn't none of that. So, but like, obviously with Aiden and that character, I can't remember the name of the character. Wasn't it Ben?
No, it's I should know this character's name, but who's it? The one she went against? Or
no, the one she marries.
Yeah.
So.
that I was like.
So do you think? Because obviously they're talking about they had a daughter and they're on Jakku, blah blah. Do you think they're raised parents?
I did think that, but at that point I didn't care. Like, at that point, like, I'm telling you, like, bro, like, no, I did get that, and I was like, oh, okay, you guys, stayed in Jakku, and and you had the daughter, and it's really in your face. But at that point, I'm telling you, I just didn't care about the game or anything they had to tell me.
Oh, cool. See, I heard this theory, and obviously I played the game, and I was just like, I don't think this is real, like that their child is Rey for two reasons. One, timeline wise, doesn't make sense, and two, if this is how, like, firstly, I don't care whose Rey parents are at this point. I don't care if it's Luke. I don't care if we never find out. Like, I don't care. To me, it's not important to who Rey is because she's never met her parents. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if she meets her parents and they're these two Jedis from the Old Republic, or like they're just amazing people, it doesn't matter because she's never met them, and like that's not made her who she is today. She's formed from not knowing who her parents
actually matters.
Exactly. That's the major thing. So I don't care about who her parents are. So, and I don't think that they tell us in the game. So
Hell no.
I don't want to. Yeah.
There's no way they'll give you that in the game. Like, come on, that's.
I don't want to get onto big speculation on it, but yeah. So I don't really care about it. So look, if we was gonna give a score on the game, story mode only. What are we doing scores? What do we usually do? Must play.
Word
play.
That's
like, what do you just give you a general thoughts on
it's a mixed emotion because it's good. It's got good things, got great things. Then it fails miserably. So it's like you're really like in between.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you went all the way up and then you went all the way back. So we're in between.
Yeah.
Like literally, we're in between. If I was to say like 0 to 10, I'll give it 5. Like you're like bang in the middle. Like it's nothing you've done. Like that last switch spoiled everything for me. Like literally everything.
I cannot disagree with you at all. I think, like, I feel like you just explained it perfectly. Like, there's very big highs and there's very big lows. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're a Star Wars fan, play it. If like whoever you are, I think you should play it, but you should understand, like, we should be upset about this. Like, we should be as upset about this as we was about the loot boxes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, anyway, guys, look, it's really important that you let us know what you think of the story mode. Do you love the story mode? Do you hate the story mode? Did you want Aiden to be a rebel? Did you want her to be an Imperial? What do you think is going to happen in the next part of the story mode? Jump in the comment section below and let us know. Raven, tell them something.
Now, jump onto your spaceship and go to Patreon. Just space travel to Patreon. And help us out, make our channel better, giving you guys more content every week, every day, every hour. Whenever you want it, just help us out getting it done.
I'm Joe, one further to Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
And we'll see you on another episode of Sith Temple. Peace.